Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Elliot Webber and we have some more news to talk about today. There is a brand new team in BTCC and also a returning driver. So let's get straight into this. Yes guys, that is right. It was announced this morning that the 2024 TBL license holders for the 2024 season had been revealed, and of course we saw, of course, Alliance Racing with 4. We saw West Surrey Racing BMW with 4. We saw, of course, Powermax Racing back with 3 next year. Surprisingly, though, we saw Toyota with 4 licenses, which was a bit of a shock. So yeah, of course, if you don't know, the TBL is the official license that a touring car team needs to have to run a car in the BTCC. These can be leased out. Of course, I believe Team Dynamics leased out one of their licenses this year. I can't remember if they did. I don't think so. So yeah, of course, we saw obviously some of the regular names there. Of course, we saw, as I mentioned, Alliance Racing or Napa Racing, WSR, BMW, Toyota, Powermax again, as I mentioned, One Motorsport as well, back with 3 cars. But there was a few that caught my eye and caught everyone else's eye. First of all, CBM Racing, which is Carl Boardley Motorsport, which is Carl Boardley's TBL. It is unknown whether he will actually be back as a racing driver, whether he will be back as a car or team owner. Of course, we know Carl Boardley has had a close relationship with Team HARD, which unfortunately have officially, we can now say, have left the BTCC. There were some rumours and some murmurs going on over the past couple of weeks that Team HARD had gone bust. I don't know if that is the case, but I do. But of course, what we do know is that they have sold some of their cars, they have sold their licenses, and unfortunately, yeah, we will not see Team HARD on the grid in 2023, at least in the way that we previously saw. Whether they'll be back, I think they'll be back in some way, just not as big of an organisation as they were in 2023. So what is the real news? We need to talk about the real news. Well, the real news is we have a brand new team on the 2024 grid, and that is Restart Racing. Yeah, Restart Racing. Of course, if you don't know Restart Racing, they have previously been racing in the TCR UK Championship, running a pair of Honda Civic Type Rs. Yeah, and they officially announced it today that they will be joining the BTCC grid. Technically, it's a new team, but we'll get into that later. And they have already confirmed their first of 2 drivers, and that is Chris Smiley will be making his BTCC return in 2024 with Restart Racing in a Cupra Leon. So, of course, we will see 2 of these Cupras formerly run by Team HARD. 2 of them will be run by Restart Racing. And this is something that I'm surprised by, but it's a welcome, happy surprise. Of course, yeah, as we know, Restart Racing has been a team set up by Bert Taylor, who is someone who formerly ran BTC Racing, now known as One Motorsport, of course. He left the team, I believe, at the end of 2021, where he, of course, then left, created Restart Racing, and they've been massively successful in TCR. Of course, in 2022, they only had 1 car and 1 driver, that being Chris Smiley, where Chris Smiley had a phenomenal debut TCR season where he would, in fact, win the championship with only 2 victories. A great first season for Chris Smiley. He didn't walk away with it either. He had some competition. So yeah, but Chris Smiley, of course, after winning that championship, he came back to TCR UK this year in 2023 with a brand new FL5 Honda Civic Type R, which looked absolutely amazing in real life. Unfortunately, that season wasn't to be this season. In fact, Chris Smiley, unfortunately, would be winless throughout 2023 and would only pick up, I believe, 2 podiums throughout the season. So yeah, a disappointing year for Chris Smiley, considering he was the reigning champion, but of course he's now back where he wants to be in BTCC. Now, the real question is now, first of all, who's Chris Smiley's teammate going to be? Bert Taylor has said that there will be an announcement as to who the second driver will be. I know that some people have been saying that it could maybe be Scott Sumpton joining. Unfortunately, that will not be the case. Scott Sumpton has already announced that he will be doing TCR Europe in 2024, though he will, of course, be with Restart Racing. So Restart Racing could be doing 2 or 3 championships. Of course, they're doing BTCC, they're doing TCR Europe next year, and who knows, they could even still return to TCR in 2024. So it's going to be quite a busy year for Restart Racing in 2024, but I'm sure they will still be successful. So yeah, who is going to be Chris Smiley's teammate? Well, of course, we can't look at my predictions video because, of course, it's wrong again. But yeah, for Chris Smiley's teammate, I think there are two candidates that are definitely, I think I can see happening. The first one is Bobby Thompson. I think Bobby Thompson going to Restart Racing makes a lot of sense. I think, of course, he knows that Cupra, or depending on which Cupras have been sold to Restart Racing. But let's assume that Bobby Thompson's car is one of them. I think Bobby Thompson going to Restart Racing would make a lot of sense. And also, I do believe that some of the Team HARD engineers are going to be going to Restart Racing. I don't know if that's the case or not. I think it would make sense if they did. I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, I believe Bobby Thompson could be a candidate for that second Restart Racing seat as well. I also think Senna Proctor could be a shout for the second Restart Racing seat. Of course, as we know, Senna Proctor last race in BTCC in 2021 with BTC Racing when Bert Taylor was running the team. I think it makes a lot of sense. Bert Taylor rates Senna Proctor really highly, as do I and a few other people, of course. So yeah, I think those two could be some candidates, but at this point, I don't know. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. What's your reaction to Restart Racing joining the BTCC for the first time? What are your predictions for the team? What are your predictions for Chris Smiley in his returning season back after 2 years away in TCR? And who do you think Restart Racing's second driver will be? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Of course, if you are new around here, be sure to like this video, share with your mates as well, because it, of course, does help my channel grow. And, of course, press that subscribe button, because we are firmly on the road to 200 subscribers. We are, fingers crossed, hopefully going to hit 200 by the end of the year. So we're in about 2 weeks or so. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.